What was I'm curious, what was the biggest, kind of lesson learned or maybe mistake you made in your early sales career that you'd recommend other reps not do?
Yeah, so it's interesting. Sales is such an interesting experience, and it's especially in outside sales where I imagine a lot of your folks are outside sales where you don't necessarily have an office. You're going in, you're selling, selling to businesses. In the beginning, I would go in, and it just felt really awkward for me. I mean, I had kind of sales where I'd done stuff at a retail center, in high school and sold cell phones, when I was in high school, and that was some experience. But to really understand the sales process, I would go into medical offices and I would just start, feature and benefiting them. Hey, this is what we do. We do this, we do whatever. And of course, the gatekeeper who's the front desk at whatever medical office would just shut me down. They'd be like, "Oh yeah, yeah, okay, yeah, we're good." And if I was lucky, I might be able to schedule a lunch 6 months down the road. Or if I wasn't, they'd say, we're not interested. And so what I started doing is I completely changed my approach, Chris. I would basically come at it and say, "Hey, how do you address this problem?" And they'd say, "Oh yeah, well we deal with this is the way." Well, and I say, "Okay, well what does that mean for this?" And I just basically start to ask questions and ask two or three really good questions, and then they'd tell me all this information, and then I'd be like, and then they'd be like, "Wait, who are you again?" And I say, "Well, actually, I'm a consultant and I help solve this problem." And so then they like, "Oh, let me introduce you to the manager." So it would just be a whole different conversation. So I think the idea of it's really good sales. It's inquiring and asking questions, and it's really uncovering the need before you ever present what it is the solution that you provide.